Let's talk about Mom's the Bride. So, I'd love to learn about your journey to hosting this.
Well, so I got so lucky because I had been talking with the people at Hallmark who were doing unscripted, just about a couple other ideas, and they didn't really work out. And I was like, oh, because I'd never really done it before. I'd hosted like a couple little things when I was in my 20s, like, but not like this, not like
Yeah.
docuseries style, more reality type stuff. And David Stefano, who was running Unscripted,
Mhm.
he helped do the cruise show and all the shows, and he's just from his words, he saw me and how I was with fans at the cruise and at Kansas City, and he was just like, I have this show I've been developing that was brought to us that we've helped make Hallmark, and I just think you'd be perfect. And he like told me like 10 seconds about it, and he was like, it's about daughters planning their mothers' weddings and I was like, done, whatever that is, I want in. I it's and then we did a big Zoom. So the creator of the show had planned her mom's wedding, and she pitched it to a production company, and they were like, "There's something here." And when she was telling me about it, and then we were talking about the possibility of the show and the heart, I was just like, we all got teary on the Zoom. Like, I'm not being hyperbolic. Everybody was like the opportunity of this show, and then it just became, even better than I could have imagined, even more
Mhm.
fun. I knew I was gonna like adore all the families, but I proper fell in love with all of them. Like, it was so special and such an honor to be part of this special, moment, and not just the bride's lives, not just the daughter's lives, their entire families, their communities. Like, we're a part of that now.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
amazing.
I was gonna say I have seen the first episode, and they are, I mean, and of course, knowing you and your heart and how authentic and wonderful you are with everyone, there to me was nobody. It was the best decision to have you guiding these people in this moment because the biggest problem, or not problem, I would say, but the biggest challenge I would see is how do you stay in the moment too, as you have a camera crew following you, and of course, like this is a wedding, so you've got to balance that, and I think you're the perfect person to help them through that journey.
Oh, thank you, Catherine, so much. Thank you, Angel, for saying that. Thank you. I will say it was such a fit because they were like, Erin, we want you to, of course, they were like, we need you to help, guide this. And then if you have
Hmm.
any ideas or if and like, uh, I mean, there were like parameters, but basically they were
Hmm.
like, we just want you to go out and like share your heart and like help make this happy. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what? This is honestly like, what is this dream? What is this dream life?
I know.
Like,
I'm crying now. What is
I
this?
cried every wedding. It was somewhere between like like that misty cry where you're like tearing
Hmm.
up but you can hold it in, to like full on like having to do this multiple times because I was like, I can't ruin Kyle's makeup. I can't ruin Kyle's makeup. But like, just it was so incredible. It was so incredible to see. So incredible.
Yeah.
And like, fun. I spent 6 months eating cake and going to weddings. Like, what is this life?
Oh, and here I thought it all happened maybe after the cruise. So this was a because I was wondering about the logistics because I'm an event planner by trade. And so I was like, boy, they got that venue quickly.
We
So,
started mid-October.
okay.
Yeah. And some things did come together pretty quick, but no, mostly it was like, there were months spans of like, and I know they were looking for these families. They were, because they had set out casting, and like the mothers and daughters had gotten in touch.
Hmm.
A number of people had applied like back last summer, I think.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Mhm.
So my understanding, at least from a viewer, was then they had started the process, and then when they decided this was what they wanted to do and kind of had their ideas, then that's when they reached out and said, "Oh, we'd love to share our story," and that's how it all came together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly what happened. I don't even know how, like, the casting directors just did such a good job finding these special families, like, and these amazing mothers and daughters. I don't
Hmm.
even know where they put the word out, but they did. They put the word out in just the right places because we found,
I Yes, the first family was like literally a Hallmark movie in themselves.
oh, Sarah and Caitlin. I
So
can't,
sweet.
and I mean, that watch thing, that was her idea.
Mhm. Oh, that
You know,
was
because
beautiful.
sometimes we helped like with ideas and we were like, what, you know, when she came to us and she was like, guys, I have this idea. And we were like, uh, uh,
Yeah.
like what?
I
I,
know
I,
you.
I had one of the interviews say, I want you to do that at my wedding. And I was like, I'll do it. Wasn't it a
Well,
great idea?
it is a great idea. And darn, somebody stole my idea because my dream wedding, when the day happens, is Melissa Peterman to marry me because she's, she does weddings.
Yeah.
And then you're going to come and do the stopwatch because
Ah,
that was like, I was like, that needs to be in every Hallmark wedding movie from now on because there was just to sit there and be like, when everybody is happy for you. And I was like, there were my tears.
oh, there was not a dry eye in that room when she was giving her speech.
Hmm.
We were all just like, Rick couldn't hold it together.
Oh,
He
jeez.
he was just, oh, it
Uh,
was magic. It's magic. And like to be part of that, you know, and you can't, and that stuff you can't recreate, you know,
right.
we didn't write her speech for her. We didn't, you know, it was just, it's like heaven.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna get on that and finding myself a Hallmark hunk so we can get that wedding going.
Yes, girl. Yes.
I'll bring it to Melissa that she's host or that she's officiating. I don't think she'll mind.
Oh, she will not mind. And I
Oh,
will be next to her with bells on. I love
you know
her.
we know each other, right?
From where?
I run Melissa's fan page on Instagram, and we've been friends for years. We're both from Minnesota.
Oh my gosh. I love that
Yeah,
woman. I
she
love
is
that
amazing.
woman. She's amazing, isn't she?
She is. I just want to bottle her up and then get a little bit of her energy and then also run around with her and go on every adventure because I'm always like, you're never home and it's so fun to watch it. Same with you. You're never home either, which is
That
great.
is, that is true. I am all over the place.
Well, we love it. But I was gonna say that speaking of Hallmark, we have had Hallmark stars come in on other series. Can you tease, are we going to have other Hallmark fans or friends come and visit?
Not it's not like Jonathan had a lot of us on, which was like the best thing ever. Honestly, I was
Hmm.
so grateful. Um, we may have one pretty special appearance.
Okay,
Yeah.
keep it. I'll be
But
waiting.
really it was about, yeah. But we do have someone pop in. Someone who's
Oh,
a very dear friend of mine. And so it just worked out. It was like this opportunity kind of aligned and it was like, yeah.
well, I can hint that I've seen the pictures and I'm very excited to see the episode.
Okay, good. Then yeah, then you know.
Yeah, it's a
I mean,
perfect fit.
right? My
Right.
friend of years and years and years, we were in the Northeast. It was just, and it
Hmm.
was right when he was about to leave to go do something. And we were like, just come on over for a few hours. And it just worked out great.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So, what are you hoping that viewers will reflect on maybe in their own stories as they watch Mom's the Bride?
Oh, I love that question. I hope that this show, you know, makes everybody feel something. I hope that people feel, but what I hope they feel is like the opportunity to connect and to um you know just be like show up for their family. And not just moms, but although I hope that people take the opportunity to really, you know, acknowledge their mom and say, Mom, thank you for everything you did and I love you. And then maybe get inspired to do something sweet for their own moms.
Hmm.
But really that they take that, you know, that connection and joy into their own lives and you know, get inspired to like just deepen that or brighten that a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I don't see how you can't because that's what I think. What I think the other thing too, is everybody, just wants to be seen. They want to see their story in such different ways. And this is something that's never been done after so much for how much so many of our moms do for us to give back. And I mean, I'm a caretaker for my mom, so I get that relationship that you're constantly, connected. And there were, especially I want to say with Caitlin and Sarah's story, that there was just that they grew up together and then, and then inviting somebody else to come into their lives. And what I love about this too is all the second chances, and that love comes when it's supposed to. And I don't know. This one was really tugged my heartstrings when I saw it, and like back in January when it was announced, I was beyond excited because it was like, this is the perfect marriage.
Oh,
Literally.
thank you. And I wholeheartedly agree. I mean, it's just like, how has this not been done before?
Right.
So
Yeah.
dreamy. It's so perfect. And hey, listen, I don't want to skip over that because we've got help now, but my
Mm-hmm.
sister and I were caretaking for my mom for quite a while. And
Oh,
I don't want to skip over that. It's a big deal. And I just want to make sure to acknowledge you, and you're a wonderful daughter. And I know firsthand the sacrifice that means, and I know all the feels that come with it, right? It's like a privilege, and it's also the hardest thing in the entire world. And and so I just want to acknowledge you and say, I see you, and you're not alone, and you're doing great, even on the days when you know you're not, you are.
well, thank
And
you. Now, this is totally not the direction I thought we were going today, which is why I love you. I could be so authentic with you.
I love you too, truly, and you're doing great. And just keep taking care of yourself, okay? Because
I
that's
will.
okay.
Yeah.
I know I have
Yeah.
to say because that's something you
There,
forget.
I will definitely say, and I know that Nikki offers kind of like a little bit of between her and her friend with the podcast,
Yeah.
and so I started doing that, and I got on to it all from the ALZ, which I went to hang out with Melissa and you guys. So
Yes.
I love this community so much. It's what my heart needed. And for me, my dad was the Hallmark watcher. And so we lost him. And then it was kind of like that connection that just made me still have that ability to the gift that he didn't realize he was going to be giving me. And I sure as heck didn't realize he was going to be giving me back in the day too.
Oh,
So
well, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for him. I'm grateful for you. And I do, by the way, I love our community too. I love that you said that, like, so much. So
yeah.
much. Oh,
Well, thanks for spending this time with me. I will definitely be reaching out, and I cannot wait for everybody to join in starting Thursday for Mom's the Bride.
but thank you for helping spread the word for this, love. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And we'll chat soon.
Okay, big love. We'll talk
Bye,
soon.
Erin.